Hello and welcome to the course of Prompt Engineering with ChatGPT 4 and Midjourney. This course is essentially divided into 4 modules. In the first module, we'll cover the fundamentals of ChatGPT and prompt engineering. In the second module, we'll learn how to create beautiful imagery using Midjourney. In the third module, I'll walk you through the prompt repository of 2000 prompts that I've specifically created for this course. And in the fourth module, and the most exciting one, we'll bring 10 projects to life using generative AI tools. In the first module on ChatGPT and prompt engineering, we'll first do a walkthrough of GPT-3 and 4 and its UI. Then we'll talk about the fundamentals of drafting effective prompts and master the art of creating follow-up prompts. We'll end the module by developing a very strong theoretical understanding of prompt engineering and how to use it to build our strategy of prompts. In the next module on Midjourney, we'll first cover the power of text prompts. Then we'll take a deeper dive into it and understand what are the different parameters available for us in Midjourney and how to best use them. We will also learn how to work with images and we'll further delve into some of the advanced parameters provided by Midjourney. We'll end the course by understanding the use cases of different Midjourney versions and their comparison. After that, we'll dive into the prompt repository, which contains 2000 plus prompts covering topics such as content writing, website content, coding and programming, prompts for Midjourney, for social media posts, for acting as your coach or assistant, for writing emails, ebooks, for helping you with career advancement, podcast content for students, researchers, and teachers, for entrepreneurs, for freelancers, for writing business and legal documentation. And lastly, we'll end this section by covering a few powerful Chrome extensions that can really help you improve your productivity. In the fourth and final module, we'll produce 10 different projects using generative AI. The projects will include blogging campaign for an affiliate marketing blog related to the power of AI, create an ebook on a comprehensive guide to ChatGPT, generate website content, site maps, landing pages, mockups, and images for a software consulting website. We will launch our own startup from ideation all the way to building the MVP and the marketing material. We will unleash our creativity by selling AI art on Etsy and Redbubble. Then we'll learn how to create powerful stock images with the power duo of GPT-4 and Midjourney. We will master email marketing by working on a specific case study for a food delivery startup. We will learn how to supercharge our career development by learning how to update a resume and cover letter using the modern frameworks and for a specific job, and then conduct the mock interviews for that job as well. Then we'll master social media campaigns for a food business case study. And lastly, we'll design and monetize a coloring book with Midjourney and sell it on Etsy and Amazon. This course is for anyone who's interested in leveraging AI tools to create incredible content, regardless of your background. Whether you're an entrepreneur, student, professional, or simply a curious learner, this course offers an accessible, engaging, and empowering experience for all. Who am I? I'm Saad. I have professional experience of 10 years in working with startups, data consulting, and investment banking. And I have educational experience in data science and finance. My work experience includes working for companies such as Microsoft, BMO, PwC, and Deloitte. I'm really passionate about teaching you this course, and if you have any questions throughout this course, shoot me a message and I will get back to you within 24 hours. As the AI technology keeps evolving and new versions are launched, I will keep updating this course for you. In the next lecture, we'll dive into ChatGPT and do a quick preview of how powerful the tool can be. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief walkthrough of what will be covered in this course. Essentially, I will go through the course outline. To sum it up in a nutshell, what you will learn in this course is, number one, get a deep understanding of how ChatGPT and Midjourney are and their capabilities. Master the art of crafting effective prompts and follow-up prompts. 3. learn how to use Midjourney for generating visual content. 4. Discover how to create a wide range of content including blogs, ebooks, websites, podcasts, courses by using ChatGPT. Then you will also learn how to develop skills to run successful social media and email marketing campaigns. And lastly, you will understand how to leverage AI for career development to optimize and improve your resume, cover letter, and interview preparations. Now let's further dive deep down and see how we're going to achieve that. So this course is divided into 3 sections. The first section, we will learn the basics of ChatGPT and the basics of Midjourney. What we learn in ChatGPT is to understand how prompts are drafted, what are some of the examples of the prompts. We'll run a few basic prompts and then we'll go deeper dive in ChatGPT and understand, okay, how do I craft a very strong prompt? Is there a template that I can use for it? What are the things I need to keep in my mind when I'm drafting a prompt and trying to get an output from ChatGPT? And develop a scientific methodology behind frameworks and templates so that we can build a standard optimized process to significantly increase our productivity by using this AI tool. Secondly, we'll dive into Midjourney and understand how Midjourney works, starting with a brief introduction of how to use Midjourney right away to essentially understanding the power of text prompts and how you can manipulate different text just by text to create really stunning images, such as by controlling light or the camera angles or actually the camera type to use, and so on and so forth. Next, we'll cover the parameters that Midjourney has offered us, such as seed, stop, stylize, chaos. We'll understand what's the core role of these parameters and how can we use them and leverage them to create highly customizable art. Lastly, we'll further dive into understanding some of the advanced parameters of Midjourney, such as using image URLs, mixing and blending images, using image weights and text weights to get even more customization ability and get the desired results that we're looking from. Once we're done with section 1, in section 2, I will walk you through and provide a 2000 prompt example guidebook for ChatGPT and Midjourney. And this contains a lot of prompts from a lot of different subsections, starting with content writing, website content, coding and programming, for prompts for Midjourney, social media, coaching and assistant, where you can use ChatGPT as your coach or assistant, to email marketing, which can be further divided into subtopics such as professional emails, marketing emails, customer service and customer support emails, email funnels. So all different sorts of things that you can do with emails are summed up in this one. Ebook, how do you write an ebook from creating a structure to doing your market research with Bing and ChatGPT and web ChatGPT to understand and train the bot on what sort of data you're looking for when creating the book, to creating an outline, to assigning a structure, and then assigning a tone and a voice. For instance, I want you to write as Ray Dalio or Malcolm Gladwell or Joe Rogan. So these type of small hacks and stuff to understand, okay, this is how I write an ebook using ChatGPT. The next is career advancement, in which I have provided you prompts for resume writing, cover letter writing, mock interview prep, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, and so on and so forth. The next one you see here is podcast content, where we go through a couple of prompts, I believe 8 prompts, which will guide you through how to write a series of podcasts and use ChatGPT to actually get that done for you. The next is student, researchers and teachers, where I go about writing very simple basic essay prompts, to conducting academic literature through prompts, to creating assignments and grading assignments and proofreading the work for teachers. Then we dive into entrepreneurship, where we go through a list of prompts for creating a startup, to helper prompts that can serve as coach or gurus for you while you're running your own entrepreneurship ventures or small businesses. The next one, we dive into prompts for freelancers, where we talk about prompts for Fiverr, for creating your profile, for responding to customer queries, and so on. Next, we dive into business documentation and legal. In these two, I talk about different sort of documents that you can create using ChatGPT, such as marketing plan or non-disclosure agreements, and I've provided prompts for all of these tasks. Lastly, I'll cover 5 or 6 Chrome extensions that are available for free that can highly increase your productivity when you're working with ChatGPT. These include ChatGPT for YouTube transcription, for Google Sheets, for Gmail. I provide an extension of AI RPM, which basically integrates into ChatGPT, and it has a huge glossary of prompts. I believe 2000 plus prompts available only in this extension by itself. They're all not great prompts, but some of them are really powerful, and I've actually added a few in this guide as well. At the end of the guide, you will also find a reference where I've referenced all the prompts that I did not create and I used from some other resource. So do sure to check them out there as well. Then in section 3 is where the fun starts, and we start diving into projects. So essentially this course is 10 projects. The first project is about content creation, creating a blogging campaign for promoting using content writing AI tools to increase productivity for freelancers and professionals. We'll start from doing our market research, to creating a content calendar, to finding affiliate links related to the strategy or these products, to writing SEO optimized contents, to figuring out what are the different AI detection tools out there that we can use, what are the paid content writing tools that we can leverage on, and lastly we'll figure out what is the Google stance on AI generated content, and do I even need to worry about AI detection tools for SEO purposes. The next project we'll cover is we'll create an ebook, and the title of the ebook will be a comprehensive guide to ChatGPT. We will start with the market research, we'll build a niche for this ebook and understand why this is a good or a bad topic for writing. We'll then create a structure and create the book itself, and then design it in a professional way using Kindle Direct Publishing platform. The next project we'll work on is creating a website for a software house or an IT consulting firm, and for that purpose we will come up with a few reference sites, and based on them we will create the site map, and then we'll create all the content that we need for that website using ChatGPT, and we have a list of prompts in our prompt guide that we can leverage to do that. And then we will also utilize Midjourney to create all the images, from logos to landing page image to smaller feature images that needs to go into the website. The next project I have here is Launch Your Dream Startup, called Taste Trends. So I'll start with a brainstorming session with ChatGPT as a professional colleague of mine, and we'll discuss ideas. We'll finalize one, and then we'll come up with a catchy brand name. We'll write a compelling mission and vision statement for it. Then we'll further take one step further and strategize and create comprehensive business plan, operational plan, marketing plan for this new startup. Then we'll get our hands dirty with the coding part, and we will understand how to create a minimal viable product, and then use the power of GPT-4 to actually write the code of that in segments for us that we can compile it and actually launch the product. The next thing we'll cover is some of the basics of businesses that GPT can help us out with a lot in the realm of the same startup, where we'll cover the human resource part and some of the legal aspects and other business aspects that could be vital for a business. In the fifth project, we'll further dive into selling AI art using Midjourney. So we'll conduct research on Etsy, figure out what is a good niche to start selling AI art in, something that we can produce. Then we're going to go to Midjourney and create stunning AI artwork that we can sell on Etsy. We'll enhance the images, we'll set up our Etsy accounts, and we'll upload those images to be sold either as digital downloads, or we'll connect with the print-on-demand service such as Printify and sell physical products such as mobile cases and t-shirts of our products. The sixth project is one of the most exciting ones for me. This is the one that I call Say Goodbye to Stock Images. Using a powerful duo of GPT and Midjourney, we can actually create very realistic images now. So basically what I did was I trained GPT-4 on the Midjourney V5 documentation by supplying it bits and bits of the documentation. So GPT-4 developed a very good understanding of how Midjourney works. And based on that, now based on any idea I have, when I provide it to GPT-4, it writes a very detailed and descriptive prompt for me following a specific framework I have decided for it. Set for, okay, first explain the setting, then explain the camera, and then explain the frame from which the photo is taken. And based on this specified framework, it gives me the prompt for Midjourney. I enter that prompt in Midjourney, and it creates very stunning realistic images for us that can definitely be used as a substitute for stock images such as from Shutterstock. Project 7 will be on mastering email marketing for a food delivery startup. So we'll start with email marketing, its importance and how it can play a very important role. Then we'll further dive into 3 different types of emails that we can create for this food delivery startup. First will be the operational emails such as order received, order sent, abandoned cart. Then we'll go into promotional emails and add copies and use the prompt guide we have to create those emails for us. And lastly, we'll create a newsletter series so that we can send updates to our customers on a weekly basis of just informational emails. And we will do all this by the power of GPT, creating a content calendar and helping us using GPT to help us automate the entire process. The next thing we'll cover is career development and how GPT-4 can play a huge vital role in supercharging our career development process. We'll start by learning some of the basic theories and frameworks and some of the books that are out there about career development. Then we'll update our resume through a series of prompts. Then we'll update our cover letter through a series of prompts. And we will do this for a specific job, that a hypothetical specific job that I found online and it's a job in Uber for a operations strategy manager. We'll pick a sample resume and cover letter and optimize it for that specific job role. And then we'll train GPT-4 to conduct a mock interview for us for that strategy and operations job. And I'll walk and you can see the video of how I answer the questions and have an entire conversation with GPT-4. And it keeps asking me questions over and over about the company and my experience based on the job description. The next thing we cover in Project 9 is master social media campaigns with GPT-3 and Midjourney. We'll use the same food delivery startup example, and first we'll create its end-to-end Instagram post from title, description, captions, tags to actually generating the images of food using Midjourney. And these are such realistic images that we don't need Shutterstock anymore or any other photo stock platform for that matter. Then we'll concentrate a bit on LinkedIn and create hooks and titles, quotations, and a few emails for LinkedIn and few images for LinkedIn as well. Then we'll dive into the world of podcasting. We'll come up with a topic series for our food startup that it can start a podcast of community manager from the startup with different chefs around the world that are on the platform. And then we will walk through a certain example of one of the series of the podcast. And then we'll see how we can leverage the tone and voice of different characters to further customize our podcast. For instance, we will write the podcast in Joe Rogan's tone, for an example. The last project that we'll cover will be specifically for Midjourney. What we'll do is we will design and monetize a coloring book for adults, because that's a market we found a gap in. There weren't that many books out there on Etsy and Amazon for this topic. So in this one again, we'll follow a similar process. We'll go to Etsy and Amazon and figure out what are the market gaps that we can actually work with and actually gain a small market share to start monetizing it. Then we'll harness the power of Midjourney to generate intricate coloring book images for different topics. We'll cover a few for cars, we'll cover a few for Pokemons, and we'll cover a few for flowers, just to give you a flavor of how it could be done for different topics. Then we'll leverage on the power of Canva premium account to actually create the coloring book for us by using its pre-built templates for books. And lastly, we'll look at the ins and outs of publishing a coloring book as a digital copy or as a print copy on Etsy and Amazon direct publishing. So that's it for the introduction and the course outline. From the next section, I'll start covering ChatGPT and start walking you through different basic prompts that you can work with in ChatGPT 3. Thank you and hope to see you in the next lecture. So in this lecture, I just want to give you a glimpse of how powerful of a tool ChatGPT can be, and to give you an idea if you're still on the fence of deciding whether you want to take this course or not and learn this new technology. So I'm just going to start with a basic prompt and let's see where it takes me from there. Write me a recipe for Alfredo pasta. And it wrote the recipe for me. Prep time 10 minutes, cooking time 20 minutes, total time 30 minutes, 4 servings. These are the ingredients: pasta, heavy cream, butter, cheese, minced meat, nutmeg, black pepper, and fresh parsley for garnish. Bring a large pot of salted water to boil. Cook the pasta in a large skillet saucepan. Heat butter, add minced garlic, pour in the heavy cream, stir occasionally. Lower the heat and add the Parmesan cheese, whisking continuously. And then season with nutmeg, add the cooked pasta, serve immediately for garnishing. Okay, what is the calorie count for this per serving? And let's see what it says. Please note that the calorie count provided is an estimate and may vary depending on the specific ingredients used. For this creamy Alfredo pasta, the approximate calorie count per serving is, and it gave me the total calorie count of 4,000, gave it a breakdown, gave a warning up here, and then 1,000 calorie count. Okay, I love Italian food. Can you give me 5 more dishes? And it gave me 5 dishes: lasagna, eggplant parmesan, osso buco, I have no idea what that is, caprese salad, and tiramisu. Okay, tiramisu. Actually, my friend Adam loves tiramisu. Can you write an email draft for him with the recipe of this dish? Be concise. So this, I'm going to ask it specifically to be concise so that it doesn't write long. And let's see the email that it writes for us now. And it did exactly what we asked for. Hey Adam, I know how much you love tiramisu, so here's a recipe for you. Ingredients, concise instructions. Enjoy making and eating this delicious tiramisu. Can't wait to hear what you think. Best, your name. Okay, great. Okay, actually I am going to start writing a blog on Italian food. Can you create a content calendar for me, please? Let's write 2 blogs per week for 4 weeks. And it understood the task really well, and it wrote me 4-week calendar with 2 blogs in each week being posted on Monday and Thursday. Okay, what else do we want to do? Let's ask it to write the first blog. Can you write the first, can you write the first blog? Use long tail keywords. And it wrote the entire blog for me with an introduction, the foundations of Italian cuisine, ancient Rome, the impact of trade on Italian cuisine, regional delicacies, some of the most well-known regional Italian dishes included, and conclusion. Okay, what else can we do? Okay, let's say now let's create a marketing funnel for getting users to subscribe to a paid plan of our blog. Just a random hypothetical idea. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, and now it started talking about marketing funnel awareness. At this stage, potential customers become aware of your blog and the content you offer. To increase awareness, focus on the following strategies: SEO, social media, guest blogging. Okay, interest, high quality blog post, free ebook or guide, email newsletter. Okay, consideration, exclusive content, discounted promotions, testimonials, conversion, clear call to action, simple subscription process, secure payment options, retention, and advocacy. Okay, so let's pick any one of these fields and we can further dive into it. Okay, can you write me a series of email newsletters or a free ebook? Can you write me the newsletter series? Let's say 10 newsletters. Give me the titles first. Here are 10 engaging email newsletter titles for your Italian food blog. Discover the secret to perfect pasta. From farm to table, the ultimate guide to Italian cheese. Okay, and I can now say, can you write me the email in 500 words, and it will do that for me. Let's switch gears. Okay, how about an ebook? How about a lead magnet ebook with 100? Sorry, how about an ebook with 100 recipes of Italian dishes? Can you give me the list of dishes to include? Make a table with dish name, description, and difficulty of cooking. Guys, excuse my spelling mistakes. GPT is pretty smart, so it understands even if I make a few spelling mistakes here and there. So now it's going to start writing a list of, here's a table of 20 Italian dishes. Okay, then once it's done, I can say, okay, give me 20 more, give me 20 more, give me 20 more, and it will do that for me. So in this quick tutorial lecture, I just wanted to show you how powerful this tool is. We started with, okay, give me a recipe for Alfredo pasta. We went to give me the calorie count. I love Italian food. Give me 5 more dishes. Write email to my friend Adam, sharing the recipe. To, I'm actually going to write a blog on it. Can you give me the content calendar? Okay, now write me the first blog, and it actually wrote a pretty good, awesome blog on it. Okay, now let's create marketing funnels. What are the different things I need to know about in marketing funnels? Okay, let's pick one of them. Let's write an email newsletter. Give me 10 titles that I can use, and then I can use any of these titles to actually write the email itself. The next one I went to was ebooks. I said, okay, give me 100 recipes. It gave me 7 so far, and I just have to write a couple of prompts and I'll get to 20 recipes. This was a crash course in GPT. I just wanted to show you how powerful this course could be and how powerful OpenAI's tools such as ChatGPT are. So if you plan to stick around, I will cover 10 different projects using ChatGPT and Midjourney and actually show you how to hone the power of this amazing tool and how to use this to automate your processes and create very good, useful content for your professional and personal purposes. So just like what we did with ChatGPT, I want to give you a quick tutorial of how powerful Midjourney can be. And how the sign up process works, we cover it when we start working with Midjourney, but essentially you need to download the Discord app, go to midjourney.com and sign up as beta. It will take you to your Midjourney account, and then from there you can start working on the newcomers channel. So for Midjourney, the only thing that you need to know is that you have to type /imagine first. The prompt part will automatically pop up once you press spacebar, but all you have to do here is type /imagine and spacebar, and it starts working. Okay, what do you want to create? Spider-Man ultra realistic standing on top of Eiffel Tower. What else? Let's say middle-aged Hispanic lady cooking food in a small rural kitchen. Okay, what else do we want to try? Let's try something very realistic. Let's create Ronaldo or Messi. Ronaldo. Sorry, okay. So I have to go back to imagine, click on this, /imagine, Ronaldo and Messi aggressively staring at each other, full body shot, so that it shows me the full body. And let's see how the image, while these loads, let's create another one. Let's say Scarlett Johansson standing on the stage of Oscar. What else can we do? Let's do a painting sort of a thing. So Mona Lisa. So this is our Spider-Man. Midjourney will always produce 4 different images, and it looks a really good photo of Spider-Man, as if I've taken a snapshot from the movies and all of them. This one looks the most realistic to me. This is your Hispanic middle-aged lady cooking in a kitchen in a rural setting. So this looks like a photo from stock photos. It's actually very difficult to say that if this was created by an AI, right? And then the rest of them are still loading. Let's try something very unreal. Unreal, futuristic, neon lights, a flying car passing through the Milky Way. Actually, I'll remove neon lights because that will just create too much light in there. Okay, let's see Messi and Ronaldo. Did I say Ronaldo and Ronaldo, or did I say Messi and Ronaldo? I did Messi and Ronaldo, but it created 2 Ronaldos. In both of them, it didn't recognize Messi. Maybe because I wrote the wrong spelling of Messi. That's why I thought it will be able to recognize it. But we can run it again. It's going to take less than a minute. Now it knows Messi. And here's your Scarlett Johansson standing on the stage of Gala. Let me try and increase the size of one of them to see if it actually resembles Scarlett. Okay, the face is not that great, but still it does a pretty good job of showing what we want. Here's your Mona Lisa getting created, and let's wait. So here's our Mona Lisa, 4 different versions of it. Looks very much close to the original Mona Lisa painting. And this is our unreal futuristic, a flying car passing through the Milky Way. Pretty good job, reminds me of Star Trek. And then this is Messi and Ronaldo when I corrected the spelling. Although it missed Messi's height, Messi is much shorter than Ronaldo, but it did a bad job with that. And the last one I did was a close-up shot of Obama, which is being created. So in this way, I just wanted to show how powerful and how easy to use this tool is. In the part of this course, you learn how to write strong, descriptive, long prompts. So this is a very long prompt. And what I did here was I first described the scene that I want to see. Then I described the camera that we want to use specifically, for example, RF24-105mm. And then I described the frame that I want to see. And of course, I didn't write it my own. I wrote a very powerful prompt for GPT to train it on how Midjourney works by walking it through Midjourney's library. And then I wrote this prompt through ChatGPT 4. And that's a very unique power of ChatGPT 4. Here I created half neural network, half brain. This is what it gave me. Here I created a design for a website. So different designs. Here I was trying to create a logo for a software house company, which is a logo on fire with a cube and neon lights on it. So there are a lot of different things. Look at this. I was trying to create a landscape image for a software house, and I wanted to show cheerful startup sort of a culture team working together with a equal gender and diversity in it. It missed the diversity part, but it did a pretty good job in creating the overall image. This one looks the most real to me. The next one I want to show you is, this is again food photography. So I created a photo of chicken biryani, which is an Indian dish. And here's a pad thai for you. So essentially, you don't need stock images anymore. You can create very realistic images from Midjourney itself. And that's what this course is about. In one of the projects, we'll cover how to create a drawing book. We'll cover how to create stock images like the one that you see on your screen. And we'll cover how to create digital AI art of different aspects and different themes that we can actually monetize and sell on different platforms such as Etsy. So this was a quick tutorial into Midjourney. From the next module, we'll start covering the basics of ChatGPT and Midjourney, and I'll walk you through how I have created a framework and a template of when it comes to talking with these artificial intelligence tools, and then we'll start diving into the projects. Hope to see you in the next lecture.